Today's highlighted coin is the 2026 Sweaty Prince. Sweaty Prince, the rise and fall of Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew, of the House of Windsor and a member of the current British royal family, was arrested on February 19, 2026, on suspicion of serious misconduct while in public office. He is the first member of the senior British royal family to be arrested in nearly 400 years. Chris's newly released round, Sweaty Prince, typifies Andrew's profuse reaction when questioned about his personal and public misconduct. Andrew is one of Queen Elizabeth II's 4 children. He was born on February 19, 1960, 12 years after his older brother Charles. He is her 3rd child with her husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Consort Philip. Until Charles' sons, Princes William and Harry, were born, Andrew was second in the line of succession to the British throne. With the birth of Prince William's children, Andrew has now fallen to number 8 in the line of succession. This descent within the royal hierarchy also reflects Andrew's personal descent as well. Due to the discovery of Andrew's egregious debauchery connected to his involvement with the notorious Jeffrey Epstein, his mother and brother have stripped him of all of his royal titles. Today, he is simply Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. Hints of his true nature were seen early on in his life.
Unlike most of the reserved natures of the royal family, Andrew always had a flamboyant personality. Even as a child, he was nicknamed the Sniggerer due to his panache for telling off-color jokes and then laughing profusely. Although foolish and frivolous, no one could deny his intellect or his physical prowess. Not only did he sustain excellent grades in school, he excelled at skiing and golf as well. Once he joined the Royal Navy in 1979, he attained dozens of promotions during his long naval career. Andrew started his military career by attending the Royal Naval College Flight. He proved himself to be an excellent helicopter pilot. He later acquired his Green Beret after training as a Royal Marines All-Arms Commando. His career continued on an upward trajectory as Andrew showed himself to be up for every challenge posed to him, including flying helicopter missions from the aircraft carrier HHS Invincible during the Falklands War. Andrew continued to rise in the ranks due to his talent, skills, and bravery, until finally being promoted to Vice Admiral in 2015. Although Andrew's reputation for being a playboy, including rumors of illegitimate children, was known prior to his 1986 marriage, most people would agree that the first real indication that Andrew's judgment may be flawed was in his choice of a wife. Red-headed Sarah Ferguson was hardly the type of woman royals married. She was loud, garish, boisterous, and flamboyant. Her personality was demonstrative and attention-grabbing. Everything she did was over the top. In retrospect, although most people didn't realize it at the time, her restless, rambunctious personality more than likely reflected Andrew's in many ways. The drama surrounding their marriage made headlines around the world. While Andrew continued to travel the world for his Navy career, the international press followed Fergie everywhere, and she always gave them something to exploit. The couple had 2 daughters, but announced their intention to divorce in 1992, just 6 years after being married. This is when Andrew's life began to spin out of control. The royal couple's divorce was finalized in 1996. Most people attributed Fergie's infidelities to the divorce, although Andrew and Fergie remained on good terms with each other even after the divorce. Andrew would soon after return to his role as an international playboy, living extravagantly and irresponsibly. He's an excellent skier and golfer, and he began to travel the world entertaining his restless personality with his hobbies and his honeys. Without traditional family obligations associated with marriage, Andrew's life devolved into chaos, and making poor choices became the norm. Interestingly, Andrew's friendship with Jeffrey Epstein first came to light in 2010. At Andrew's request, Epstein had bailed Fergie out of her £500,000 debt. This would prove to be the hook that latched Andrew to Epstein forever. He was later seen walking in Central Park with Epstein on multiple occasions. During this same period, Andrew was the United Kingdom's special representative for international trade and investment, and irresponsibly befriended notorious gun runners in Libya, human rights violators in Azerbaijan, and corrupt members of the Tunisian regime. He was accused of taking bribes from officials in Kazakhstan and having questionable dealings in Saudi Arabia. His government-funded expenses skyrocketed and inflamed a public outcry. In 2010 alone, his travel expenses, including massages, topped £620,000.
Over the years, dozens of stories have surfaced about Andrew's vitriolic personality. They included obnoxious behavior towards servants, photographers, and associates as well. This could not be explained away by his use of alcohol, social skills, and dignity. His language is routinely crude, racist, nasty, and often derogatory and/or insulting. Andrew has always lacked a filter, and as he has aged, it's only gotten worse. When Andrew's debauchery, which was associated with Jeffrey Epstein's Caribbean island, reached his door in 2019, Andrew's life imploded. Virginia Giuffre, one of the girls Epstein trafficked, accused Andrew of engaging in sexual activities with her when she was a minor. Soon after, there were multiple women who came forward to accuse Andrew of sexual improprieties with them as well, and an avalanche of lawsuits ensued. By this time, Queen Elizabeth had had enough. In November of 2019, she banned him from his public duties, including forcing him to step down from 230 of his patronages. In May of 2020, it was announced that Andrew had permanently resigned from all public duties. Everything associated with his position within the royal family was deleted, terminated, or erased. After his mother's death, his brother Charles and his nephew William continued to withdraw royal support. His security detail was removed, his rooms at Buckingham Palace were off limits, and he was no longer permitted to wear his military uniform in public.
The final degradation came in November of 2025, when King Charles required that Andrew's honorary rank of Vice Admiral be relinquished. Since then, all honorary plaques mentioning him on the Falklands Islands were removed. He was required to surrender all of his firearms by London's Metropolitan Police, and his lifetime membership at the Savage Club was revoked. The most recent controversy showed that Andrew had shared confidential information with Jeffrey Epstein while he was Britain's trade envoy. This resulted in his recent arrest, and if convicted, could result in life in prison. Chris Round, Sweaty Prince, reflects the self-destruction of a man who had it all and foolishly squandered it. For now, sweating in public will be the least of Andrew's problems.
Duane issues 2 new proofs each week that are available for a limited time. These proofs come in a presentation box with the certificate of authenticity, as shown here. They are also available in BU Brilliant Uncirculated versions, which are only stamped once, and they come in copper as well. You can check out all Chris's Silver Shield proofs and all things Silver Shield on ChrisDuaneSilverShieldCoins.com.